Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com, and in this video what we're going to do is talk about creating elements. Okay, so what if we want to create elements? So let's empty all this out. I'm going to empty out my HTML file. So all we have is the body. So we're going to start off with, I'm going to select the body. Okay, so that way I have the body in a variable, document.body. I don't even have to do a query, I can just do that. Okay, and just to confirm that I grabbed what I think I grabbed, console.log body. Yep, so I grabbed the body, wonderful. Now what I want to do is create a new element. I want to create an h1. So I say const h1. What you do is you're going to do document.create element, and then you specify what kind of element you want. So I want to create an h1. So this creates an h1 tag, but notice it's not in the body yet. Okay, so it's not part of the body yet. And the reason for that is just that we created it and it's been saved in the variable, but it doesn't mean it's actually part of the DOM. I haven't actually added it. So first thing I want to do is generally I'm going to want to just set up my new node. So I'm going to make sure that it has text. So h1.innerText equals I am new here. I am new around here. That's well and good. Still can't see it. Because again, the node right now is just kind of like floating around in the air. It's not actually part of the DOM yet because I've never actually attached it to the DOM. So the way you attach to the DOM, or probably the easiest way to attach it to the DOM, is to select an element and append it. Append it to DOM. So I want to say I want to take the body tag and I'm going to attach it to the body. So I'm going to say append. And what am I appending? The h1. And that's going to attach the h1. So now you see that the h1 is a child of the body. And that's what append does. It takes whatever element you specify here and appends it as the last child of the body. You could also, I think, prepend is built in now to the DOM. Let's try that. Okay, good. That worked too. And see, prepend puts it at the top. Okay. And there's a bunch of other methods for appending. So if there were other elements, I could target those elements and then do an insert before, insert after. There's just different things you can do. Okay, but append and prepend are probably what you're going to use the vast majority of the time. Okay, so this could be a lot of fun. Okay, so for example, let's say I wanted to create a lot of h1s. Okay. I want to create a lot of h1s. So but it's all based on an array. So const titles equals, and I create an array of cheese, hello, goodbye, whatever. And then I'm going to loop over that array. So for title, or for item of titles. Okay, what I can do is I can just copy this logic into here. So that way it loops it. So for each loop, it creates a new h1. Then it adds a text to that h1, and then appends the h1. But right now, it's still adding the I am new around here each time. So what I want to do is actually add the item. Okay, so it's going to loop. So again, it's going to loop over titles. The first time item equals cheese. The second time item equals hello. Third time item equals goodbye. Okay, and there I go. So goodbye, hello, cheese. And that's kind of pretty cool, especially if you're doing something like a to-do list where you may be adding multiple items. So instead of having to write each one and create a whole bunch of h1s, using a loop to just create each h1 one by one. Okay, so just to kind of see how you could create elements more programmatically. Okay, you can start getting a lot done with very little code. So that's the main way of adding. Let's see here. Let's show you the documentation. So you can always read up on, because the document API is quite expansive. So document MDN. Okay, so basically it's all here. Now what I want to look up is a node. If I type in child node, actually I think is what I want. Okay. You can see all the different methods. Actually, let's just look up insert before. Okay. So what you can do here is you can say, hey, this is my node, and let's say you don't want to append or prepend, because append puts it at the end, prepend puts it at the beginning. Insert before and insert after, what they allow you to do. So this would be like, let's say a div. So div dot insert before, I'll say, hey, I want to insert this h1 before this p tag. So you'd have to select all these nodes and then put them in order, so that way they all get arranged right. Not the easiest way to do it, but it's there. And again, here in MDN, you can find all the different methods for all the DOM stuff. There's a lot. It goes on and on and on. So you can read this for days and not see every method and every interface and every type of object for DOM manipulation. But you can learn a lot by reading it and seeing the kind of examples that it gives you. It's pretty interesting. But cool. So that's how you create a new node. Okay, that's how you create elements, and that's how you add them to the DOM. Pretty straightforward, right? Not too bad.